Good evening. I hope you're all well. I'm just going to do a little review of tomorrow's cards at York and Sandown, and also have a first look at Ascot Tuesday and Wednesday for you. We've got a really good card at York tomorrow on good to firm ground. Starting with a few placed horses. In the 150, I like the chance of Chancery. Carly Scott on board, should be about an 8-1 touch. In the 220, Shady McCoy, James Doyle, around about 10-1. Reminding you these are for each way. And in the 440, Knockout Blow with de Souza obviously in fine form today. That's around about a 3-1 chance. That obviously would be a win bet. Jim Crowley seems to have two good rides in the 255, Thicker Rap at 9-2. And XTR in the 330, round about 7-2. Might be worth doing those in a double too. One other big price in the 405, Destroyer, JP Sullivan, 14-1. Again, looking at a place bet. Over at Musselburgh, I've only looked at the two sprints, the 5 furlong races. I like Zach Brown in the 205, round about a 7-1 touch. And in the 310, I like the look of Hurry Hurricane, T.E. Whelan, drawn 7, around about a 12-1 chance. Over at Sandown, looks to be a fantastic card again there, and Ryan Moore looks like he could do something similar to what de Souza did today. I think he's got 4 really good chances, and I'll give you those first. In the 240, Fashion Queen, round about 7-2. In the 350, Greenside, round about 9-4. The 425, Intrepidly, 15-8, and in the 5 o'clock Bristol Missile, 10-11. So they're 4 for Ryan Moore that I'd fancy quite strongly. One horse I really fancy in the 210 is Rio Ronaldo. It's back on a winning mark. The market has found it. It's around about a 5-2 chance with Fresu riding, but that should be a good start to the day, I hope, in the 210. I like Love Dreams in the 315 with Buick on board. It's been backed in from 6 to 5-1, so it might be worth taking the price. And finally, in the 535 at Sandown, I really like the chances of Fire Jet, around about a 9-2 touch. So again, another each way bet. Moving on to Ascot. Done a lot of work on this. Obviously, if any of you have been to the Ben GG's blog, you'd have seen I've already put 10 up to follow for Ascot. But these are the winners for Tuesday. In the Queen Mary, the 230, Ribchester. Short price, 4-5, but it will win. In the Coventry Stakes, the 305, I like the chances of Arawak, which is 6-1. So you can go each way there. In the 340, the King's Stand Stakes, Marsha has been running extremely well this year, and at 7-2 represents good price, good value. Can't see anything living with Churchill in the St James's Palace stake, but the shorter price 4-5, 4-6 has all been long gone. You can put the Godolphin horse in for the forecast. I think that might be your safest bet. In the 5 o'clock, the Ascot Stakes, I really do like the chances of London Prize, which you can still back at 12-1 currently, and obviously would represent a good each way poke. The horse has been in great form, improving all the time, and looks like it might have been laid out for this. And finally, in the Windsor Castle Stakes, the 530, I have to be with the American horse Elizabeth Darcy, round about a 5-1 chance. Moving on to Wednesday, in the Jersey Stakes, Daban for Gosden at 4-1, I think looks a very good bet in the 230, the Jersey, and I might have a little each way play on Escobar, who's quite a frustrating horse at times to follow. In the 305, I like the American horse again here, which is quite a big price, Formidable Kit. And it's a big field, but 16-1. I think we'll get a good run for our money with Formidable Kit. The Duke of Cambridge, Laugh Aloud, seems to have drifted out to quite a good price now, 11-4, which I find strange because I'd make that almost my best bet of the week. Followed by the Prince of Wales Stakes, the 420, Jack Hobbs, still backable at 9-4. Godolphin do look to have some good runners at Ascot this year. The Royal Hunt Cup, obviously we're still waiting on draws, but Fastnet Tempest has drifted out to a massive 12-1. The way the horse has been running, especially if you watch that last race at Chester where it came from the back, if it gets any sort of rally, it's got to be there or thereabouts. And the Haggis yard are in great form. And finally, in the Sandringham, in the 535, again, I like the chances of the American horse, Drumfad Bay. Again, a 16 to 1 chance, might give you a bit of fun each way selection. Once I've finished Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'll put another vid up. But for now, good luck tomorrow. Let's hope it's a profitable Saturday and an even more profitable Ascot. I'm Benji. Cheers.